it's none other but one of the biggest artists so far, man. This guy, he has touched a lot of souls and he's continuing to do all our things, man. And let's get the story, because if I can tell the story from my direction, just going to be just that glorious story. But let's hear the story from him. Bro, how are you? Mr. Cobhams. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing very well. Good to connect with you. How are you?
I'm also fine. And it's a pleasure having you. We've tried to get you. We've been trying to get you, but at last we've gotten you.
I know. I'm glad to be here.
So how are you so far?
I'm very well, very good. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm talking to you. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
You know, it's a beautiful Friday. I love Fridays, so I'm happy.
Who doesn't love Fridays?
I know, right?
Yeah. So let's get into you and tell our fans and also your fan what your name is and when you started the journey of music.
So I'm Cobhams. I'm a singer, songwriter, music producer from Nigeria. My goodness, I've been making music for a long time, maybe since I was about 6, 7, thereabout. Just loving music and being in that musical space, because obviously my family, everyone just sort of loved to play music, or listen to music more like. But I started to play actively in the church when I was about 9, and then I started to play small time like jazz when I was about 14, and I started to produce actively maybe when I was about 15, 16, and music just happened to me from there on.
No, is music a runaway, or is it something that you homely relate to?
I think music has always been a part of my life. So there's a soundtrack to everything I do. You know, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether I'm brushing my teeth, talking to people, you know, there's a soundtrack to everything I do. So music has always been a part of my life. It's it's not a runaway.
Okay. So there's this question I've been meaning to ask most of the people, because you see most of the artists say that I'm an artist and a producer. What makes an artist a producer?
So I'm a producer because I actually started producing before I started to perform. So I made music for other artists. I made a lot of music, you know, on the continent. So I don't know if you're ever familiar with an artist that came out. I think she was a thing in Kenya for a little bit. Her name is Chidima.
Yes,
she had a song called KDK. Yeah, so I co-wrote and produced KDK, and wrote like a bunch of other songs. So I was always working with all kinds of artists, you know, Diamond Platinum, Sauti Sol, Yemi Alade, Adekle Gold, Tiwa Savage, just all kinds of people making music for them generally. And I think being a producer is you being able to bring the pieces together for, you know, music to happen. Being an artist is you sort of being, you know, in the forefront yourself, stepping away from, you know, from behind the scene and taking the stage and doing your thing, you know, that sort of thing. So I think for me, that's really the difference. So I've sort of morphed from just being a producer to being a performing artist myself.
So you would call yourself a performing artist, not only a songwriter?
Absolutely.
Okay. Which came first, music as an artist or production as an art?
You know, it's tough. I've always tried to make that decision, you know, make that distinction. So, tell you a little story. I started out one.
Okay.
And so because I didn't like my voice, I decided I was going to produce other people. And in the process of getting other people to sound right, I realized that I knew how to do what I wanted them to do. And so I made my way back to singing.
Okay.
So I'm not sure which came first. It's a chicken or the egg situation pretty much. And to this day, I'm not sure which came first.
Okay. But you're holding up all well, sir, because you're doing it all in all. When it comes to production, you're doing good music, good production. When it comes to music, you're also doing a lot of good music.
Oh, thank you so much. You're very kind. Thank you. Thank you. As we say in Nigeria, my head is swelling.
In Nigeria, my head is swelling. I'll take that home, man.
Yeah, my head is swelling, meaning I'm flattered.
Okay. Man, I'm happy to be the one who's making you feel that way. And now, coming to your music, one of the people you've done music and also produced a lot of songs for. different big people in Africa, not only in Africa but also in music, in the world. How do you get these people?
Yeah. How do I get them? So I think one of the best ways to advertise yourself is to do your best work whenever you get the chance.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I've always done. So as a producer, it doesn't matter who I get the chance to produce. I put my best foot forward. I make sure the music is inspired. I make sure that it comes from a place of deep inspiration. So for me, there are no formulas. There are no formulas to making a hit song. You know, a hit song has to come from the realm, you know, of inspiration. And I feel like there's a special place you go to, you know, just as a creative person to draw inspiration. So I always find myself, you know, going there and making sure that the artist like, so I'm also open to criticism. So if it feels like it's not working, I'm happy to accept that. But before that happens, I'm my own best and worst critic. So I think I produce all of these people because I do, you know, the best work that I can. And so naturally, if you make the best, everyone wants to associate with that. And so naturally, people refer you. And, you know, over time, you begin to build something of a reputation. I think that's pretty much how it's happened. And then I also build relationships when I work with artists. So it's beyond, you know, just making music. It's coming to know yourself as friends. And naturally, everybody wants that, a producer you can talk to and rely on and, you know, get direction from and stuff.
Wow, that's a uniquely way to answer that question, because very many people think they're just music driven, but then they forget their social network and also the business network, which are the, I think, are the most spaces that you can find people to work with and also people to connect with.
Absolutely.
Okay, now let's dive into your music. One of the things, you've been into Kenya, right?
I love Kenya. So whenever I always tell the story that whenever I remember a particular incident where I was leaving Kenya in the morning and I was at the airport, and I have this overwhelming feeling of sadness, like I was leaving a place I had come to love so much. You know, you Kenyans are you're very hospitable, you're very warm. You're very, Nigeria, I mean, I love us, but we have a little bit of what we call gra. You know what I mean? We're kind of out there, you know. But there's a lot of love and gentleness, I think, in Kenya, which speaks to my natural disposition. So to answer your question, I have been to Kenya and I love Nairobi.
Wow. We also appreciate you. When someone says that he or she loves Kenya, when it's from the bottom most part of their heart, and we're very honored to say that we are Kenyans and we're proud to be Kenyans. And we also always make people to feel at home.
You do a great job, I promise you. You do a great job of it.
Okay, now let's go to you and Sauti Sol, which is our Kenyan, most of the biggest brand in Kenya, which is Sauti Sol, and you working with them is something that is really appealing and also very appreciative. How did you come to meet up with them?
So, you know, I've known the guys for a while. We've been friends. Obviously, we've made music together. We did Coke Studio together. You know, at some point with Yemi Alade and, you know, just a couple other opportunities. We've also done some work together. You know, for some advocacy work. You know, basically just shining interests on things that, you know, we are passionate about as artists. Because people think artists are all about entertainment, but artists are also passionate about, you know, important causes. You know, that benefit, you know, the environment and benefit, you know, poverty alleviation and, you know, gender equality and, you know, rights of, you know, disability rights and those kinds of things. So I've done some work with, you know, the boys in the past, Sauti Sol, and, you know, we've talked about this song, you know, a long time ago. And, you know, we just felt, look, it was time to do something outside of people bringing us together. Let's do something that is ours. Let's do something for the lovers, you know, something for the ladies, something true, something romantic, something inspiring. And this has always been the Sauti Sol brand, to create music that is long-lasting and inspiring and, you know, touching. And I identify with that very much as well. So it was a natural fit, to be honest. It was a natural fit.
Wow. Now, the natural fix is Lady Fiona in the elephant in the room. Do you think it's something that you guys anticipated to merge with this month of love?
So you know, that's really interesting that, you know, it's showing up in the month of love. So, you know, there's so many, you know, there's providence. So many things are not necessarily always planned by us. I don't believe in, you know, coincidences or accident. I think things happen for a reason. You know, and so believe it or not, we recorded this song a while ago, maybe up to 2 years or so.
Wow.
But then, we just felt this was the right time to put it out. And I reached out to the guys and they were like, cool, let's do it. And so we put it out in January, but here it is spilling into the month of love and just being, the soundtrack to, people's romance. And for me, that's exciting. I like when music does that, when music takes on meaning in people's lives.
Wow. Speaking of music taking meaning in somebody's life, is there somebody who is taking meaningful in your life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm sitting pretty in that space of meaning. Yes. So,
okay.
Yeah, you can say that quite confidently. Yeah.
Wow, nice. So I want to give you a task, which is I want you to give me 2 lines from Lady Fiona. Just 2 lines. Don't pass there. Usipite hapo. In Swahili we say don't go beyond that. Usipite hapo.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. What 2 lines come to my mind? Lady Fiona. That's 1 line.
Okay.
That's my 2nd line.
Wow. I like how precise you are, and thank you, sir, for having for coming through to this station. We hope that once time you come to Kenya, you're going to come to our studio and you're going to grace us with with your gracious voice, because you guys, you're blessed. You're blessed.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I look forward to coming to Nairobi soon. And I believe I will be in Nairobi soon. Oh. It's interesting. I come every year, actually. And I think this year will be no exception.
Wow. We welcome you with open arms. So if someone want to collaborate with you, and also if someone want to connect with you, where can they find you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on X. They say we call it X now, right? I'm on X, formerly Twitter. I'm on Instagram, and all of it is at Cobhams Asuquo. That's at COBHAMS ASUQUO. Charlie Oscar Bravo Hotel Alpha Mike Syria.
No, nice.
I'm not gonna do all that. But anyways, that's Cobhams Asuquo. Cobhams Asuquo on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere basically. So hit me up.
Nice. The last question is, do you believe in love?
Absolutely. I wouldn't be doing this if I don't believe in love. Love is such a beautiful thing.
Wow.
It's such a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Wow. Who is that
love
one?
Love is the greatest gift we have as human beings.
Okay. Who is that one big artist in the world that you'd want to work with?
Wow. Does it have to be one?
Yeah, one only.
Oh my goodness! I don't know if it's one. No, they're quite a number. There's so many artists. So yeah, I would probably pick 2 if you let me. Will you
Please
let me pick 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say Andre Bocelli and Stevie Wonder.
Wow, that's a nice choice.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The second one.
So the first one is Andre Bocelli, the second one is Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get that. But thank you. So we wish you all the best, and when you come to Kenya, please do come and visit our studio. We want to jump, we want to dance, and also praise in then. And do everything.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now let's go to Lady Fiona.
I'm looking forward to it. Let's.